Hey guys, so I'm coming to you with my review and opinions on the Too Faced Natural Love palette. This released, I'm not sure, maybe a month ago or so. It is, oh my god, why can't I remember prices of things? I purchased mine from Ulta's website. You can also get it at Sephora or the Too Faced website as well. And I'm going to link where whichever one you prefer to shop at down below. This palette retails for $59. And yeah, I'm just going to tell you my take on it. It comes like this. The box looks the same. You don't get any extras with it. And what this is a palette of 30 shades. However, I'm not sure the number, but probably about a dozen or so of these shades are repeated shades from the other natural palettes. If I'm not mistaken, the Natural at Night, the Natural Matte, those type of palettes, the little small 9-pan palettes. And it was so funny because none of the palettes that have the repeated shades in this one I own. So all these shades are new to me, okay? So again, $59, you get this huge mirror here, and this is what it looks like. Yes, it is another natural, neutral palette, okay? So what it looks like. I swear I've touched on mine. It doesn't look like it, but I swear. And yeah, so you have 30 shades here. You have a mixture of matte and shimmer, little satiny. Your shadows start from here. Like you got your lighter, more neutrally shades. Mid-tone shades, and then over at the end here you have some deeper, darker shades. And they get deep and dark because I created this smoky eye that I'm wearing now. I'm a little oily and everything. I put this makeup on a lot earlier. And now it's super late, but y'all know my oil or whatever. But I did create this smoky eye. Every shade came from this palette. And I wanted to do something that I don't know. I wanted to do a smoky eye, and I could have chosen a plethora of palettes, but I'm like, you know what? Because I do want to review this palette, finally get this review out for you guys. Let me show you something that you probably wouldn't expect from a palette like this. Those deeper shades really, really pack a punch. They really, really pack a punch, and they really, really get to the point. So because I don't own any of the other natural palettes that these came from, I can't really compare them to anything. The swatches, let me swatch a few for you. The shades are definitely Too Faced. Oh, there's no shadow on that finger that I was trying to swatch. Too Faced quality, definitely. Definitely Too Faced quality. They're not the softest shadows I've come across. They're a little bit of a mid feeling. They're not as soft as, say, a Lorac shadow, but they're also not as densely packed as, say, a Urban Decay shadow, actually. So yes, I don't want to make this video too long. It's up to you personally how you feel about the neutral palette. Let's talk about that really quickly. Everyone has a natural, neutral palette. The game is oversaturated. Let's just be clear. If you have a plethora of natural, neutral palettes, I really don't think you need this one. However, if you're a collector and you're adding it, I think it's a beautiful palette. The reason why, because I prefer my natural palettes or my lighter palettes to not have like stark whites and super light shades that I am never going to use or I'm never going to get much use out of. The lightest shade in here, Heaven, is not a white. It's like a cream. I use it to set like my base color or before I start my eye look over my primer, and it works just fine. It's not too light, as well as like that pink lace teddy is really, really nice, as well as this one down here. Honey Butter is really, really pretty for crease and transition situations. Really, really nice. As well, today, I'll tell you what I'm wearing today. As my brow highlights, I am wearing Honey Pot, which is a really nice golden shade. Honey Pot. And then I am wearing, in the crease, I'm wearing 3 shades. I'm wearing Nudie, Coffee Date, and Makeup and Chill. Okay, where's Coffee Date? Coffee Date and Makeup and Chill. And then my black, of course, is Stiletto down in the bottom corner. I did have put a black base on, a black cream base, just because that's just something I do when I do a deep, deep, dark, smoky eye with any black shadow, because then I get everywhere. I do. And they worked really, really well, blended really nicely. Again, this palette is on its own. If someone handed me this palette and I didn't have any, well, I didn't like collect makeup or whatever and I needed a neutral palette, I think it would do the job for me. I don't think it's pretty much missing anything that a neutral palette. The deep section, those 10 deep shades on the end here, darker shades on the end, definitely add versatility to this palette. Definitely gives you enough to make these things a little bit smokier, to make them a little bit deeper, to use as liners, to put that little pop under the eye. It definitely does that. Those mid-tone shades make great lid shades, as well as the lighter shades make great lid shades and brow highlight shades. You can get a complete natural eye, natural look with this palette. If you handed it to me, I would not, you have 30 shades in here, I would not be disappointed with it. However, compared to everything in my collection, honestly, all these shades, or almost all of them, are dupable. If I owned the other natural palettes from Too Faced, might feel differently about it. I might want to have some of these additions, or I might not. It depends. But because I don't, I think I can give just an honest situation on this one. I can dupe pretty much all of them. None of them stand out to me in terms of uniqueness. Quality, again, Too Faced quality, I don't see any difference in the quality of these shadows. I know a lot of people complained, or some people did give this negative reviews. I don't quite see why. Again, I swatched all of them, but I haven't used all 30 on the eye. I've used a significant amount to know and recognize what I like and different things in the shadow. But I don't know. I don't understand why the shadows themselves, you handed me this eyeshadow palette, I'd be like, okay, it's a decent eyeshadow palette. However, in the grand scheme of things, it's $59 and it's neutrals. I mean, if you have any of the other Too Faced palettes, I'm sure, not necessarily the natural ones, you can put together with the chocolate bar, between the chocolate bar, some of their limited edition ones, even the sweet peach a little bit, especially down towards the bottom. You could probably dupe them. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It's up to you. The collector in me likes it, but the practical lady in me is like, it's nothing unique. It's not. But yeah, that's all I have to say about it. I don't know. I just want to give a quick synopsis on it, how I feel about it. I think it's beautiful though. Thin, easy for travel, does not, for 30 shadows, it really doesn't take up a lot of space. It's about the size of a Lorac Mega Pro, which has 32 shadows in it. I think the front is pretty. This little velvet on the front, I think it's very pretty and dainty and really nice. I'm going to be reaching for it and grabbing for it as part of my neutral collection. But again, taking it from the other standpoint, most of my viewers aren't like obsessed with makeup and collecting it and reviewing it. So I have to give you the reality of it. It's nothing unique. It's really not. Pretty on its own, not comparing it to anything, it's decent. Comparing it to everything else in the market, it's nothing unique about it. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about it, go ahead and leave it down below. Yeah, I love you all, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.